Welcome back, everybody, for another deep dive. This time, we're going to be tackling something that I think a lot of people suffer from. Maybe even you listening right now, you might have this. It's TMJ.
Ah, yes, temporomandibular joint disorder.
Exactly. And we've got a really unique source for this deep dive.
Oh,
It's not like a medical textbook or anything like that. This is a personal story.
interesting. Okay.
It's about one woman's struggle with TMJ and the really surprising solution that she found.
Okay. I'm intrigued. So what is it about this particular case that makes it so unique? What can our listeners kind of take away from this?
Well, it really highlights how complex TMJ can be. And sometimes the answers that we're looking for are not in the places that we expect. This woman, Elizabeth, she really shared her whole experience in detail. And it's a wild ride.
Okay.
So it started out pretty mild, like, the occasional click or pop in the jaw.
Okay.
But then over time, it got worse. The pain got more intense. And, really started affecting her life in a big way. She was going from specialist to specialist, spending thousands of dollars,
Right.
trying all these different treatments, but never getting to that root of the problem.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is a very common experience. A lot of people with TMJ, they feel like they're just bouncing from one doctor to another.
Right.
And they end up going through these expensive procedures that are often invasive.
Yeah.
And they don't really find any lasting relief, and that can be just so frustrating and disheartening.
Totally. And I think Elizabeth really captures that feeling in her story. She even mentioned that she started to get really afraid that it was going to get worse.
Oh, wow.
She had read in online forums that sometimes people with TMJ, they can even develop vision problems.
Oh, no.
And, that just really added to her anxiety. And it really highlights how chronic pain can impact your mental well-being as well.
Absolutely. I mean, it can really take a toll on you in so many different ways.
Yeah. But then she has this chance encounter, like almost out of the blue, that really changes everything.
Really?
And I think this is what's so fascinating about her story. She's at the drugstore just running errands.
Okay.
And she meets this guy, Christian Goodman.
Okay.
And he ends up being the person that holds the key to her pain relief. It's almost like something out of a movie, right?
It does sound a little bit too good to be true. I mean, just a chance encounter at the drugstore.
I know.
So who is this Christian Goodman? Is he, some kind of a TMJ specialist?
That's what I thought too. But here's the thing. His background is actually in developing exercises for snorers.
Okay, wait. So snoring and TMJ, how are those two even connected?
Yeah, that was my question exactly.
Yeah.
So apparently it all started with an email. He got an email from this woman who had been using his snoring exercises.
Okay.
And she noticed that her TMJ symptoms had also gotten better.
Interesting. So it wasn't like he wasn't even setting out to create this program?
No, not at all. It was just a total accident.
Wow. That's fascinating. So how did he go from snoring exercises to developing a whole program for TMJ?
Well, once he got that email, it really sparked his curiosity.
Sure.
He was like, okay, what's going on here? And he started looking into the connection between snoring and TMJ.
So what did he find? Like, what is the connection there?
Well, he realized that TMJ is not just about the jaw. It actually involves a lot more of your upper body.
Oh, okay.
Muscle tension, posture, stress, all those things play a role.
That makes sense.
And he started interviewing people who had TMJ and really trying to understand what they were going through and what he calls the multi-factor causes of pain.
I see. So he's not just treating the symptom, he's trying to understand like the whole picture.
Exactly. And that's how he came up with these targeted exercises that really address those underlying issues. And those exercises, they're the core of his TMJ Solution program. And if you're interested in learning more about that, by the way, we've got a link down in the description below that'll take you to the TMJ No More official website.
Oh, okay. Great. So this program, it's not about like taking medication or having surgery or anything like that. It's more of a natural approach.
Yeah, exactly. It's about taking this more holistic approach.
Yeah.
Recognizing that your body's all connected.
Yeah.
And finding natural ways to relieve that pain. And, it's so different from all those traditional medical approaches that Elizabeth was trying. She was getting all these expensive treatments and nothing was really working for her.
Yeah.
But this program is all about getting to the root of the problem.
Yeah, I like that. It sounds like a really refreshing approach. So what kind of exercises are we talking about here?
Well, they're jaw exercises, of course, but he also includes exercises for your throat and tongue.
Throat and tongue. That's not something you hear every day in the context of TMJ. How does that even work?
I know, right? I was surprised too. But we'll definitely dive into that more later.
Okay.
But, his approach is that tension and misalignment in one part of your body can really have a ripple effect throughout the whole system. And the throat and tongue are actually pretty closely connected to the jaw. So by releasing tension in those areas, you can actually relieve some of that pressure and pain in the jaw as well.
Oh, interesting. So it's kind of like a chain reaction of relaxation.
Exactly. But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's go back to Elizabeth's story. Remember, she was at a point where she felt really hopeless. Her TMJ was getting worse, and she didn't know what to do. So the big question is, did these exercises actually help her?
Oh, yeah, that's the part I'm really curious about. Did she find any relief?
Okay, so this is where things start to get really interesting. Elizabeth actually started to feel relief within a few days of starting the program.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. So it was pretty quick.
Yeah, it wasn't like an overnight miracle or anything like that,
Sure.
but it was a gradual improvement that gave her hope that things could actually get better.
And what about her fear of developing vision problems?
Well, she kept doing the exercises, and not only did her jaw pain go away, but she never had any vision problems.
Wow, that's a really great outcome.
And her story isn't unique. There are a lot of other people who've tried this program and they had similar results. There are a ton of testimonials in the source material that we're looking at. So it seems like this program could really help a lot of people who are struggling with TMJ.
Yeah, it definitely sounds promising. And, for anyone listening who's interested, we'll include that link to the TMJ No More official website in the description below so you can check it out and learn more about the program and read some of those testimonials.
Definitely.